So before seeing the third kingdom fungi, let's see an overview of fungi. So it will be easy for you to understand when I list out the points of this kingdom. So first of all, fungi are heterotrophic organisms. That is, they cannot prepare their own food and they depend on something for their food. So in the case of fungi, the how its body is made up of, it is made up of long, slender, thread-like structures, and that structure is known as hyphae. So it looks like a long, slender, thread-like structure. When those hyphae are interlinked to form a network, that is described as a mycelium. So if I use the term mycelium and hyphae, it denotes the plant body of the fungi. So in this hyphae there are two types. So first one, the tube is without any partition and the nucleus are arranged without any segments. So that is known as a multinucleate cytoplasm. In this cytoplasm, the nucleus is spread out and it is not separated by any septum, any partition, and that is known as multinucleate cytoplasm. So this kind of hyphae is known as quinocytic hyphae. In the second case, the hyphae is divided into many subdivisions by this partition, and this partition is known as septum. In plural it is known as septa, and these are the cross walls, and within each cross wall the nucleus will be present. So if the hyphae is without any septum, it is known as quinocytic hyphae, and if the hyphae is with the septum which separates the nucleus, that is known as septate hyphae. So as we have already seen, the cell wall of fungi is made up of chitin, as well as it is also composed of a complex carbohydrate called polysaccharide. So how it will take its food? So the fungi, it depends on others for their food, as it lacks the photosynthetic ability. It may either be a saprophyte, that is, it is a part of decomposer, as it rely on dead and decaying organism for their food, and sometimes it may live as a parasite, that is, it invades some host and cause harm to it as well as take food out of it. And in the case of lichen and in some higher plants root, the fungi will live in a symbiotic relationship. So what is the meaning of symbiosis? So symbiosis, it is the mutual relationship. So it will engage in some mutual relationship with another organism. So in the case of lichen, the fungi will live in a symbiotic association with algae. In this symbiotic relationship, each of them will be benefiting each other in one way or the other. So we will see about this in the last. And it will also engage, this mycorrhiza fungi is also in a symbiotic relationship with the roots of higher plants. So here in the case of reproduction, fungi, three kinds of reproductions are possible. First one is vegetative. If the offsprings are, the next generation is directly produced from the vegetative parts, that is the body, it is known as vegetative reproduction. So in the case of fungi, three kinds of vegetative reproductions are possible. The first one is fragmentation. Here the entire hyphae will be divided into small fragments, and each fragment is capable of growing into a new one. In the case of fission, a cell division will occur where a single cell will divide into two, each with a separate nucleus. In the case of budding, it will occur in yeast. The parent cell will produce a bud, and the bud will be detached from the parent, which will grow into the individual cell. In the case of asexual, in the case of fungi, it includes haploid condition, that is, its chromosome will be one set. There will be only one set of chromosome, and that is N. It is a complete haploid condition. No fusion will be occurring here. So the spores produced will develop into new fungi. So there are three kinds of spores based on their appearance and formation. The first one is conidia. It is formed exogenously outside. So it is formed exogenously and it is non-motile. It is formed outside and it is not covered by anything. So these conidia are spores that is formed exogenously and it is not covered by anything, and it is also non-motile. It will not show any movement as it doesn't have flagella. So second type is sporangiophores. So it is formed inside some wall called sporangium. The wall will rupture and the spores will be liberated out. And the third one is zoospores. So these spores are capable of showing movement. So in water it can able to swim with the help of this fungi. So zoospores are motile spores, and the movement is possible because of this fungi. So what is the sexual reproduction? So sexual reproduction involves some fusion. Something will be joined. So it takes place in 3 stages. The first one is plasmogamy, the second one is karyogamy, followed by meiosis. So about this meiosis we will see in a detailed manner in cell division chapter. Now I will just say what is that. So plasmogamy. What is this plasmo? So plasmo means protoplasm. Gamy means fusion. So this gamy means fusion and this plasma means protoplasm. So actually what is a protoplasm? So the entire cell content, that is the liquid part as well as the nucleus, that is cytoplasm and nucleus, are together known as protoplasm. So from two hyphae the protoplasms will fuse. So that is plasmogamy. So once they are together, automatically it will be followed by fusion of the nucleus. So here haploid nucleus and haploid nucleus are getting fused, resulting in the formation of diploid nucleus. In some cases, for example ascomycetes and basidomycetes type of fungi, there will be an intermediate stage. So what is this? It's an intermediate stage where the immediate fusion of the nucleus will not take place. The nucleus will lie separately as a pair, and this condition is known as dikaryon, and this phase is known as dikaryophase. So the fused protoplasm will be with the set of nucleus which is not fused. So this condition is known as dikaryophase, and obviously after this phase the fusion of the nucleus, that is karyogamy. Karyo means nucleus, gamy means fusion. So fusion will occur, resulting in the formation of diploid nucleus. So in the case of sexual reproduction, two haploid hyphae will fuse, resulting in the formation of a diploid hyphae. So after this, now its condition is diploid. So again it has to be reduced to haploid, and that will be taken place in this meiotic stage. So meiosis is a kind of cell division where single cell will be divided into 4 cells, and each cells will have a haploid nucleus. So this kind of fusion will take place in a fungi. So here we have seen they are fusing. I said it's an hyphae. So in particularly if I want to say, that's a gamete. So from one hyphae one gamete will be released, and from another hyphae another gamete will be released, and they will be resulting in the combining or fusion. So based on its structure of the gametes, there are 3 kinds of fusion. So first one is isogamous. Iso means similar. So here the 2 gametes which are fusing will be similar in size and shape. They are identical. So that is isogamous. What is this anisogamous? The anisogamous both are dissimilar. They will not look alike. Here the usually the sperm will be small and the egg will be big. So here we will not use the word sperm or egg. So let's have it as a male part will be small, and the female or another hyphae will be bigger. So if 2 are dissimilar, here also anisogamous also dissimilar spores, and in oogamous also the fusion of dissimilar spores only will take place, but here one will be motile and the other will be non-motile. One will be able to move because of the presence of flagellum, and the other will not show any kind of movement. So these are the 3 kinds of fusion. So one is isogamous, where similar type will be fused together. Anisogamous, dissimilar types will be fused together, but both are non-motile. In oogamous, dissimilar will be fused, in that one is motile, another is non-motile.